And that farmer was shocked because he didn't know that they were even like that. He had no idea that that family was going to come over, not only not loaning the pry bar, but do the work in the rain. The entire family outside in the rain the biggest part of the day trying to help him. And this farmer was in shock. And he was even in more shock when he found out that they were they were calling everywhere and trying to find that part so they could help their neighbor who had called the alarm and hollered at them and screamed at them, but they were all there doing what a neighbor should do, helping a neighbor. And the funny part of this story is the farmer had no idea that that's the type of people they were. And he felt horrible and didn't even know how to say thank you because he was too emotionally distraught to even approach him because the farmer was in tears. He was in tears and didn't want to go over there crying to tell them how much he appreciated what they had done. Now, back in my day, and most all y'all's day, this was common practice. If a neighbor needed something, the neighbor got it if you had it. Amen? But nowadays, we're not living in a society, Cliff, where you can even speak to your next door neighbor. Most of the time, you live right beside them for years, and you've never communicated. That's them, this is mine, that's yours. And even when you're cutting grass, you make sure you follow that straight line and you don't cut none of their grass, and they better not cut none of yours. And either you're talking about them or they're talking about you, but everybody seems to want to judge the book by its cover. Now, we just read in John, that was Jesus' words, that we're not to judge by appearance. Why would he say that? Because most of us judge somebody by what they're wearing, what they're driving, what their house looks like. You know, Granny always told me, Brother James, you can tell a lot about how some inside of somebody's house looks by the outside, how they keep their yard. But my point is, why are we so quick to judge by appearance? How somebody looks, what brand clothes they wear, or what kind of car they drive, or where their house is located, what subdivision do they live in. Like that matters. And I'm going to tell you something, beloved, the worst critics and the worst judges are in God's house this morning. We are so quick to judge others. Just because we come to church, we may tithe, we may be here when the doors are open, and we know what God says, and in our eyes, Brother James, we're looking at the lost people. Now listen to me, these are the ones that are going to burn in hell, and they're going to be in torment for eternity. We can't even grasp what eternity is, but I can tell you right now, there's no end and there's no beginning. They'll spend 10,000 years in hell bubbles, and it won't be a split second of how long that's going to be for them. And we want to look at them and judge them, and by the way, we used to be that very person. It's only by the grace of God that we're not going to be spending eternity in torment, but rather in glory, like we sang about this morning. But we don't seem to care enough, like this neighbor who knew this farmer had done all that. When they seen him in need, it wasn't just one of them, the entire family went over and helped him in the